Today I'm going to be making corn loaf. This is from Being Dead Is No Excuse, the official Southern Ladies Guide to Hosting the Perfect Funeral. We're going to tell you everything you're going to need. You need 2 cups of fresh corn kernels. So they want you to use fresh ingredients. So I'm going to get 2 cups off of these corn cobs. You need 1 cup of chopped yellow onion. We're going to do that. 3 minced green onions. So we have the green onions here. 1 cup chopped green pepper. You need 1 cup of chopped tomato. This little tomato probably won't make a cup. It's okay. We'll see how close we can get. You need 2 teaspoons of salt, which we have here. You need a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, ground cayenne pepper. You need 1 cup of cornmeal. So we have the cornmeal here. You need 1 cup of grated extra sharp cheese. So this, it will be half of this cheese right here.
4 ounces.
4 ounces will be a cup, so we have to grate that. We need 2 eggs beaten, a 1/2 cup of evaporated milk, a 1/4 cup of sour cream, and a 1/4 cup of water. So what we're going to do is we're going to do all the things. We are going to get 2 cups of the corn off here. We're going to scrape it off. We're going to be chopping up our onion, our various onions. We're going to chop up our green pepper, the tomato. I'm going to grate half the block of cheese, and then we're going to measure some of these things out. So this is how all this, it looks very pretty, very, very colorful. I like the look of this. This is our corn and our onion. Kevin combined both kinds of onion, the yellow onion, the green onion. This is our green pepper. This is the cayenne pepper and the salt mixed together because we're gonna put it in one bowl. This is your yellow cornmeal, your cheese, and your tomato. And that tomato was literally just shy of a cup, so it's perfect. Now, we do not understand, Kevin and I don't understand this part of the directions, but this is what it says. It says combine these items in a bowl and let them sit for 30 minutes. So that's what we don't understand, is why would you let this sit for 30 minutes? But maybe the cayenne and that salt, maybe it does something to this. Maybe it makes a liquid. Maybe it brings out the liquid in this.
Could be.
I don't know. So, but we're gonna follow the directions. I'm gonna combine these things together, and then we're gonna let it sit for 30 minutes.
Usually with cornmeal, you want liquids for it to absorb, but yeah, like you said, maybe it just absorbs the liquid of the vegetables and stuff. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's just something with this salt. I don't know. To preheat your oven to 375, and you want to use a 4.5 by 8.5 inch loaf pan. I sprayed it with vegetable spray. You can use butter. The directions actually say to use butter, but I wanted to use a vegetable spray instead. So now we're going to take our eggs, evaporated milk, sour cream, and water, and I'm going to beat them up together in this bowl. And I'm using a large bowl. Now, this is our mixture that we let sit for half an hour. We're going to pour that into our liquid and stir it together. So now I'm going to pour this mixture into my loaf pan. Going to let this bake for 1 hour. So this is what it looks like after an hour. It was in there for, it baked for exactly an hour. And so it says let it sit for just a few minutes before cutting. I have literally let it sit a few minutes. And now I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to cut it into slices just like I would banana bread or zucchini bread or anything like that. Any other loaf, meatloaf. Oh yeah, it's perfectly baked though. So this corn loaf is under the comfort foods section, and it says this recipe does use fresh ingredients, but it's still comforting. Of course, it's not appropriate to serve corn on the cob, but this corn dish is perfect for a funeral. One of our non-cooking friends makes this, but only when someone has died. So that's kind of odd. It says it serves 6. So honestly, what do you think?
Not about this size.
Yeah, I think this looks like a good size. It's a good, healthy portion.
Yeah, I think if you kept on at this size, I think you'd get about 6. So.
That's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
I really love the flavors.
You do get the cornmeal.
Mm-hmm. You get the cornmeal, you get the peppers, you
corn,
get the onion,
the corn itself. It is hot.
It is heat hot.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Now, because it's corn loaf and we made it in a loaf pan, I had to get the butter out. Because I did want to try it with a little pat of butter.
I can imagine.
Because normally with banana bread, things that come out of the loaf pan, you would normally put butter on. So I'm going to try it with some butter.
Except meatloaf.
I don't think butter will hurt anything. Except meatloaf. Yeah, you don't butter meatloaf.
Ketchup meatloaf. That, this would almost be like a Mexican corn like thing, but there's no spice in it. Not really.
Yeah, like it would need some chili powder or something. I like this. It's full of little bits and pieces. You're really getting a lot of the chunkiness from those pieces. I think it has a good flavor. When it was so weird because when I had the raw ingredients in the first bowl. Well, once I combined it all even, before it had baked and I had it all in the bowl, I kept thinking that smell is a very, very familiar smell. And it took me a little while to figure out what it smelled like because it's something I haven't actually made in a long time. There's a recipe on the channel, macaroni salad. Because macaroni salad has onion and it has green pepper, and it has onion, green pepper, and there was cheese. The cheese, and it just and I don't even think we put cheese in macaroni salad. But the combination of those items in the bowl, they smelled like macaroni salad for some reason. And then when we were baking it, I thought it smelled like a Thanksgiving dish, like a vegetable casserole kind of dish.
It does. It smells like vegetable casserole.
Yeah, it smells like Thanksgiving in here. It smells like or you said you thought it smelled like jalapeno.
Yeah, like hush puppies or something.
Yeah, like or like
hush puppies.
like a jalapeno corn muffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I do get. I forget it. It has that little bit of cayenne in there. You do get just a little bit of a spice kick on your tongue, just a hint of one. It's not like if you couldn't handle spicy food, like zero spicy food, you may not want to leave out the cayenne.
I did not get one little piece of cayenne.
I did get just a hint of a whiff of pepper in there, but
yeah,
like I said,
I literally did not get any at all.
It's good.
I tried it with the butter. It's not necessary. There, honestly, like when you put butter with banana bread or something like that, it enhances the flavor and it just adds a lot. This has so much going on already that absolutely the butter is just redundant. You know, it just is not needed at all. Just too much. So
that's good. I could have pictured somebody getting a slice of this and eating it with other things, especially.
But I don't understand why the woman only makes it when somebody dies. I have no idea why that's a thing. That just must be her tradition. That's her tradition. Everybody has their own traditions, especially
You know what? If
with
she's
food.
not a cook, though, she's wanting to share that with other people. That's the one thing she knows she can make if she shares it. I mean, there's just no reason.
And really,
for her to make
there's
any other
no cooking involved. You're
just mixing.
It took probably, I don't know. It seemed like it took about 20 minutes at least to cut up everything.
The cutting took long.
And I grated the cheese. Kevin cut up everything. So that's what's time consuming. So if you aren't used to being in the kitchen and doing that, it probably seems like you're really doing something. But really, if you cut up onions or tomato or anything, which I really don't taste a lot of that tomato. But
there's not a lot in there.
If you do that stuff on the daily anyway, this is going to seem like nothing to you.
I think if you could also do not the corn, but everything else and the cheese and everything, you could put it in a food processor and put it in the grater, and you could do the cheese. I mean, the cheese and the tomato and the onion and the peppers all in the food processor if you really wanted to. So you don't have to chop anything really.
Well,
it's good.
I think it's good. It worked, and if you could have this just for your main meal, if you're used for lunch, for dinner, whatever, because there's so many flavors going in here, and it's going to be hearty and not just one piece.
It seems kind of like a side dish, but you could eat it as a main dish.
You absolutely could just eat more than one piece. If it's just you and your husband, just half it, and that's going to be plenty of food. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll have a picture for you at the end, and thanks for watching.